Well, hi Aries, welcome to Universal Guidance. It's time for your weekly reading. I have shuffled these cards very well. I'm going to shuffle them a few more times. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be in the middle of the first part of this reading. So Aries, let's find out what you can expect. For Aries. Oh. Oh, Aries. Oh, Aries. There you are right there. The Emperor is your card. The overall energy is waiting. And waiting and waiting. It's so humdrum. It's, waiting for something to happen. For something to come to fruition, for something to move forward. And it just hasn't been happening. And you're just like almost ready to fall asleep leaning on that post there, waiting for something to happen, to come to fruition. Let's find out why the Seven of Pentacles surround your entire reading. Up here in your highest energy is the Eight of Wands. This is a lot of communication. Through the airways. This would be through texting, phone calls, video chat, Facebook, however you do it. But it's through the airways and it's back and forth. And so these are the two highest energies in your reading, Aries, for this week. So it looks to me as if you're going to have a conversation about this waiting. And things will be revealed. Things will come to light. I have the card for Pisces here. Pisces might be strong in your chart or strong around this reading. But this is about things being exposed. Things coming to light, being revealed. And this is going to be through all this conversation. And this moon is right above all this waiting. So you're going to get some answers, it looks like, through the conversation. These answers, with the moon being here, might surprise you a little bit. I just want to throw that out there. So next to the moon card, I have the Nine of Pentacles. This is being stable, secure, self-confident, grounded, and just being you and being single. But you have all this, but I think you want more because you're still waiting here for something to happen. And I feel like you are very good on your own, but I think you might just want somebody. I think you have a lot of love. This is under all this conversation. I think you hold a lot of love within you. And I think you need to hand some out, and you really want to hand some out. But you've been waiting and waiting for the right person or the right opportunity to feel comfortable in handing this love out. So you're waiting, okay, to hand out your love. You're waiting for something to come to fruition here. I have the Strength card on the other side of the Seven of Pentacles and under the Nine of Pentacles. This is the card for Leo. Leo might be strong in your chart, might be strong in somebody else's chart around this reading. The infinity symbol tells me that this is the symbol of knowing and intuition, that you know what to do, and you're going to find the strength and the courage to do it. And it will take courage and strength. And I think that courage and strength has something to do with this conversation up here. It's almost like you're in love with somebody or something and they don't know it. And you've never said anything. It's like you're keeping it to yourself or something. Let me keep reading. Under the Ace of Cups. Oh, Three of Cups? This is a card of reunion. I think you're missing someone. I think you're still in love with someone and you're missing someone. And you want a reunion. You want to hand out your cup of love. You want a reunion, Aries, with someone you're missing very much. and you keep waiting for them to show back up in your life. I think you're going to reach out. I think there's going to be some texting. Maybe there already has been some texting or phone calling or however you do it. I really think you want to reconnect with someone. It's right next to your card, this Three of Cups, and right under all this waiting. So this is your card for Aries, but more importantly, the energy of this card is you haven't been moving. It's like you haven't been dating, you haven't been, all you've done is focus on somebody you're missing. You've been sitting on this throne. It's almost like your butt is glued to it. And just not looking anyplace else, and you're just waiting. If this sounds like you're reading, it probably is. If it does not sound like you're reading, it probably is not. And I would check your moon sign. Your moon sign is your emotional side. But the Emperor is very well liked and well respected. So this card carries that energy. And I think you're very well liked and well respected. I think you're very secure and grounded and stable too. So stable, you don't even want to move forward because you're kind of fixed-minded. You're fixed as very a kind of a stubborn energy, and you're fixed-minded on somebody you already know. That I think you want them to return, or you want them. They've been in your life, and I think you want them to come back, but I don't know that they really know that you love them. Okay, that's where I have my, if they come back, maybe that's when you plan on telling them. Maybe through all this conversation. I really think you're going to pick up the phone or something and start texting or whatever, this person that you cannot get off your mind because you've been waiting so long. And I think your heart just goes out to them. I have the Five of Cups next to the Emperor and under the Strength card. This is a card of disappointment in love. See the spilled cups? This figure is looking at the spilled cups right next to you. Right under the Strength card, you knowing what you need to do and finding the courage and the strength to do it. You need to turn around and see the hope in love. Stop looking at the spilled cups as if maybe this is never going to happen. Make it happen, and I think that's what you're going to do. You're going to make it happen. You're going to at least try to make it happen. You're going to at least turn around and see the hope in this situation. I think you're going to try to set it up so that you can have a reunion with somebody here. And it will be a happy reunion with the Three of Cups for sure. Let's take out the second part of this reading. My readings don't usually go over 6 months. If it's been past 6 months, it wasn't your reading. Unless you know that you are in the beginnings or you are getting into it, you know, that whatever it is, if it's already started. So Aries, up here in your highest energy, next to your Nine of Pentacles, I have the Six of Pentacles. Getting breadcrumbed, having your scales thrown off balance. So of course you're being breadcrumbed because I don't even think they're in your life. Your scales are thrown off balance because you're the Emperor. You're not budging. You can't get your mind off of them. You're in love with somebody. And I think you're deeply in love with somebody, and I don't even know if they know it. This Six of Pentacles here is right next to the Lovers. This is a divine soulmate relationship. You've been lovers in another life. This is the connection that keeps you hanging in there. This is that connection that makes you just focus on this other person that you're in love with. You know, and you might be in love with them just by knowing them. They may not have any clue that you're in love with them. They may feel the connection and haven't acted on it, but I feel like this is almost like a secret love, you know? But the connection is real. You've been lovers in another life. This is the card for Gemini. Gemini might be strong in your chart or around this reading in someone else's chart. But guardian angels and spirit guides, I think they're trying to bring you together here. They're trying to get you to connect or reconnect. I think you've known them before. I don't know if you were lovers, but I think you've known them before. And I know you were lovers in another life, at least one other life. That Lovers card is sitting right next to the Queen of Wands. So Aries, this is also your energy. This is fire, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. But what you're doing here, male or female, they're all male or female, is you're holding on to a staff of fresh starts and new beginnings. There's a love of nature, animals here. Or they're involved. Maybe you're a gardener. Maybe you're a pet caretaker, dog walker. I don't know. But there's a lot of passion. This staff with the Queen of Wands, male or female, that staff also stands for passion. And it's right next to the Lover's card. I think you have this psychic ability here to know and feel this connection more so than the other person. And that's where you find yourself waiting for them to wake up and feel this connection, because this connection, according to this reading, is real. Under the Six of Pentacles is the Page of Wands, and here you are. This is what you have to do. This is what you know you have to do, is to speak up. Holding on to that staff of fresh starts and new beginnings. This is like something's brewing from the bottom of your feet, and it makes it out your mouth. And with the Eight of Wands being in your highest energy up here, it is about the conversation. This is what you know you need to do. You need to talk to them. You just need to talk to them, whoever they are. On the other side, the Page of Wands, male or female, the Queen of Pentacles, under the Lover's card. You feel like they are the one for you because you're in love with them. This is the second biggest pentacle in the deck. You really have your eye on that. Like, can we really form a solid and secure relationship? That's really important to you, because you're already the Nine of Pentacles. So you're already stable and secure, self-confident, you're grounded. But can a relationship with whoever this is that we're talking about, with the Lovers here, can this happen? Well, you're not going to know unless you talk to them. Period. And you know that. You know that. On the other side, the Queen of Pentacles is the Seven of Wands. Under the Queen of Wands, you have all that passion. Next to the Queen of Pentacles is, you know, with all that security and stability that you're looking at to see if there's a possibility for a relationship here that's grounded. You've been blocking letting any of this, like, it's these thoughts, these like emotions. You may have even had advice from people who love you, care about you, about this situation, but you've just been kind of blocking everything. You've been blocking. Maybe you've had opportunities to have a fresh start and a new beginning, and you've been blocking it. So you're kind of like keeping everything to yourself, like the Emperor. It's just kind of like having feelings but not expressing them. But I think you're going to come out of that. I think you're going to at least start a conversation and start something going through communicating with this divine soulmate. Under the Page of Wands is the Fool. The Fool is the energy of living in the moment, throwing caution to the wind, bouncing along with your head in the clouds. It's a fun and enjoyable card. But the thing is about the Fool is they're looking up. They're not looking forward towards the future. So I think maybe you feel like maybe this other person has been doing that. You're so disappointed that they don't see the possibility of love, you don't think, with you. It's because maybe they're just living a carefree life right now, and maybe that's why you hesitate on having a conversation with them about, you know, is the two of you. I don't even know if you've ever dated looking at these cards. I do think you've met though. And I think I think maybe you worked around each other. You know, there are quite a few pentacles. You've spent time around each other somehow, somewhere, in order for you to know them, but I think you already know them. Then, right next to the Fool energy, I have the Wheel of Fortune, which is under the Queen of Pentacles. The Wheel of Fortune is the universe, and the universe is powerful. The wheel turns for the better for you. Right next to the Fool energy, I think it's turning for them too, for the better. I think there's like whispering in your ear, whispering in their ear, because I feel like they're the ones that are living this carefree life, because you're very responsible. They may, you know, seem very carefree, but there is this pushing, this pulling, this whispering, and it's going on for both of you. It's right under the Lover's card, right under the Queen of Pentacles, and boom, there's the Wheel of Fortune. So I think through all this communication, I think you're going to start it too. It's going to be you, because they're like oblivious to what's going on, and so you need to get them thinking, you know. So next to the Wheel of Fortune is the Six of Swords. Through all this conversation, in order to move, for this wheel to be able to move forward, you're going to have to exchange some truths and clarity with each other. But I do see you moving forward, and I do see you moving away from rocky waters towards a more peaceful and calmer place. I don't see you blocking moving forward anymore. You've been blocking that. The staff, fresh starts, new beginnings. I mean, you have definitely been blocking that. It's like you're afraid to say anything. You're afraid to pick up the phone and call, just to start a conversation. You're afraid to send out a text. You know, it feels to me like you're just like very, and that's why you've been waiting. That's why you just been sitting there, not moving forward, not moving backwards, sideways, down, up, anything. So you know what you have to do. I'm taking out one more card for Aries. See, moving forward down here, and this is slowly, because see, this boat is being pushed by a pole, no motor, but you're not alone. So I think this is going to be a slow forward moving process, and I think it's mostly you. It could be them, because they may be in this carefree energy where they start to look at things more seriously. But truth and clarity, that's what has to happen. I think you've been like biting your tongue, and I think you've been holding inside a lot of your feelings, and you do have tons of love. I think you need to start talking, to start having conversations in order for this to come to fruition, which you've been waiting for, so you don't feel like you're not getting anything from somebody that you're actually already in love with. This is wild. So use your self-confidence. You know, you're very, use it. Go out there. I mean, you might be self-confident in everything else except when it comes to love. You're going to have to find the courage to pick up the phone or whatever it is you have to do and start a conversation here. And then I see you moving forward, and the wheel can just like, the universe has your back. The universe is trying to get things going too. And so are your guardian angels and spirit guides here. So Aries, this is your reading. Thank you for watching Universal Guidance.